While loops are different than for loops in the sense that the amount of times a for loop iterates through a certain iterable, it's predefined. If we're looping through a list of 3 elements, then we know the amount of times the for loop gets invoked is 3 times. However, while loops are different. While loops have an indefinite amount of iterations, in the sense that the amount of times a while loop will iterate through a block of code depends on your code's logic, and whether or not a certain condition is met. If you're not careful, the while loop could go on forever. So, rule of thumb, a for loop iterates through an iterable, and a while loop iterates based on a condition. While a condition is true, the while loop will invoke its block of code repeatedly until the condition becomes false. In Jupyter Notebook, I'm going to declare a variable, random number is equal to 20. Subsequently, declare that while random number is smaller than 30, then print random number. Once again, notice the indentation, which indicates that this print function belongs to the body of the while loop, just like we saw with for loops and if statements. If I run the code right now, it's going to get executed forever. Why? Well, this condition is true no matter what. 20 is always smaller than 30. We're not doing anything in the body of the while loop to change this value. So this condition will always be true. Let's go ahead and restart the current kernel. We're going to shut down the kernel. Comment out this block of code with the keys command /. We will restart our kernel and run all the cells. So now, inside the body of our while loop, let's uncomment our code, and inside the body of our while loop, we'll specify it such that for every iteration, we'll increase the value of our random number by 1. That is, random number plus equals 1. Remember the plus equals assignment operator. It takes the current value and increments it by 1. So for every iteration, we'll increment our number by 1 until it reaches 30, until the number becomes big enough for this condition to be false. Run the code, and it iterates through our code 9 times, incrementing our number 9 times. Once the value becomes 30, clearly the condition is now false. This code will not be triggered for that value and the loop breaks. That is it for while loops.